Welcome to your podcast for everything health and wellness. I am Dex Makalintal, your doctor next door, and this is the 10th episode of Doctor's Notes. The race to the 2025 midterm elections is already heating up, and joining me on the show is one of those gunning for a seat in the Senate. He is a pediatrician by profession, a health advocate, and a digital influencer with over 2.5 million followers on Facebook. We'll get to know more about him and his plans for the Filipino people in this episode of Doctor's Notes. Please welcome Dr. Richard Mata. Dr. Mata, thank you for your time.
Doc Dex, thank you so much for this opportunity, for inviting me.
Mhm.
And also, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to your followers and to those who will be able to see this even in the future. Good everything for everyone.
Maraming salamat, sir. And then, going straight to the questions, kilala po kayo bilang isang doktor, bilang isang health advocate, digital influencer. Bakit gusto niyong pumasok ngayon sa politika?
Actually, Doc Dex, yung bang parang although wala kaming talaga malinaw na politicians sa family. Pero yung puso mo, like, if I'll mention one movie that if you'll ask me na one of my top 5 favorites is the movie Dave. Napanood mo ba yun, Doc Dex? I
Actually, hindi, sir.
but I really suggest that you watch it. Kevin Kline ang bida together with Sigourney Weaver. Ang bata pa nila
Mhm,
nun. I
mhm,
think 20 years ago, 30 years ago probably. But it really inspired me. Just the plot is yung kamukhang-kamukha niya ang presidente. But he's just a very ordinary person, parang social worker lang siya. But the president is controlled by somebody else, parang tuta lang yung president by another person. So kailangan pupunta yung president makikipaglamano sa ibang tao, so kailangan ng dobol na kamukha. Nakita siya, so ginawa siyang dummy. So marunong siyang mag-act para siyang presidente. But eventually yung presidente biglang nagka-stroke. So ayaw ayaw i-mention nung yung nag-yuyu sa president na nagkasakit yung president kasi mawala din yung power nung gumagamit sa president. So sabi niya, "Just pretend, continue, just do what I tell you," parang gano'n. Pero kasi siya maganda yung puso niya, nakita niya yung problema ng mga tao. Ang plano kasi nung nagkokontrol is kunan ng pondo yung mga orphanage, ililipat sa ibang plano. Nagtaka siya, for me that's not my plan, just follow me parang gano'n, walang choice 'yan, we don't have any budget for that. Ang ginawa niya, just a small short story, tinawagan niya yung kaibigan niyang accountant na very simple lang na tao, sabi niya, "Punta ka dito." "Saan?" "Sa White House." "Ha?" Sabi niya, "Secret lang 'to, ako ang presidente ngayon." Parang gano'n. Inilatag nila ang mga papeles, very simple person, very simple accountant. Tapos ng early morning pinauwi na niya. Sabi niya, "I now have a solution." So nag-meeting ulit yung ano, pinesent niya yung kanyang plano, na siya yung nagkokontrol. Sabi niya, "No, we have funds for that." So na-solve yung issue na. The point is, just a short portion of that movie, but it's saying, ang pagli-lead is hindi talaga sa talino, nasa puso yun, Kasi ang point nun, simple lang social worker, simpleng accountant, sinolve nila yung problema ng buong bansa.
mhm,
Ibig sabihin, it's not how smart you are, it's not that you need to be a genius, you just need a good heart. Kasi kahit yung simpleng analysis lang ng simple accountant, simple doctor, basta maganda yung intention, that can solve
mhm,
it. Ngayon, nasa
hmm,
puso ko
mhm,
na yan, Doc Dex, nasa aking puso na yan. But I'm always saying, how can I run? Who am I? Ngayon, I mean, I don't have a budget. We're not politically inclined sa family. But yung andito ng social media, pumalo na ang 2.5 million followers, and I have been assisting Doc Willie on the first run talaga, andiyan na ako. Isa ako sa nagkumbinsi na, "Doc Willie, you have to prove that you could win by just social media alone." Kasi yun din yung sa puso ko, then pumasok na din sa puso ko yung dream na yun na na kahit wala tayong budget, kahit hindi tayo artista, kahit hindi tayo politically inclined. Pero bagong itong social media, this is something new at nilagay na tayo dito, eh, sabi ko, I might as well pumasok na lang din ako. Hindi ko na minamalit ang sarili ko na, "Who are you? Are you a genius?" Yun nga ang aking sa puso, yung Dave movie, eh. Hindi kailangan genius. Kung maganda intention mo, kahit simpleng accountant lang ang tutulong sa'kin, simpleng lawyer lang ang katabi ko, we could solve a lot of things. So hindi ko I'm not counting myself out. Now may social media tayo, what if may mapanalo tayo, Dex?
Mhm.
Of course, first Doc Willie Ong, 'no?
Yeah, yeah.
I can even, who if God's will next year, will nga ni Lord yun. But I'm not really, hindi ako nagmamayabang masyado because Doc
Mhm,
Willie, on the first run hindi naman siya nanalo. But on the second run, actually, he could have won kung nag-Senate
mhm,
run siya. But that's the point, 'no? Kung kailan ako puwedeng mapasok ni Lord, na kay Lord na yun. But the point is, if may manalong walang gasto, then that's an inspiration to a lot of content creators, including you, Doc Dex, that someday we will all run para mawala na itong mga trapo na ang basihan lang ay pera, billboards, tarpaulin, TV ads at paikot-ikot na lang ito. Walang pag-asa ang Pilipinas sa gano'ng pamaraan. We need new leaders na hindi pera ang foundation, kundi people know them without need of any funds, just like you and me.
mhm. And then, Doc Richard, that politics is a very much different world than what we are used to, challenging at sometimes and sometimes very ruthless. Now, how are you preparing for the 2025 midterm elections? What will be your campaign strategy bukod sa paggamit ng social media? Are there any strategies in mind that you're looking into?
Well, I ran, as a nominee of Kabayan Party List, so I'm not really totally
Mhm,
new. 3 years ago, I ran. Nanalo po ang Kabayan Party List, although I'm not nominee number one, pero hindi ako nakaupo, but I was really vital for the team as well. So alam ko 'to. And then I was again invited to join the party list as a nominee, pero I decided, sabi ko, I'll run as Senate. For me, hindi nga yun, grabe baka matalo ka, so what nga kung matalo, so what nga, hindi nga ako na ano kung matalo or hindi, 'di ba? Ang point is I'm not gonna spend. But Kabayan Party List, sila na rin na nag-suggest na, "Yes Doc, we believe with you. We will help you." So, of course I will help them as well because yun yung aking asset, it's my page. 2.5 million followers. And then, Kabayan will help me sa like sa tarpaulins, which I'm not gonna spend. At least sila, we've been doing that before. So puwedeng malagay sa tarpaulins sa Kabayan Party List, and then both, Dr. Mata for Senator, two-in-one tarpaulin. And for me, that would be free of charge, that you could see tarpaulins around the nation without me spending. So actually for me, that's one hack that I could teach in the future, like kunyari si Doc Dex ay in the future gusto ring, serve the country, yun sasabihin ko, maghanap kayo ng party list that you believe in, and then you could help them sa online, but they will also help you offline. It's a deal that ano, everybody would be happy, 'di ba? Parang gano'n. I mean, I'm discovering things, I'm just making pathways, 'di ba? Yung bang I'm going to the area where it's less traveled by, but I'm
mhm,
making a path. Kasi kunwari by God's grace ay nag-click ito, then I will
mhm,
teach all the other content creators na ganito pala, this is how we could go. Puwede tayong makilala pa lalo through
mhm,
offline, like tarpaulins, pero hindi tayo ang gagasto. Kasi
mhm,
kahit hindi tayo tatakbo, may budget na talaga sila for that, eh.
mhm,
Eh, kung mag-collab kayo, win-win 'yun. So that's
mhm,
another. Then but, of course I'm gonna accept invitations. Actually yung sinabi mong Doc Dex na invited ako, sabi ko, "Asan ba 'yan? Pupunta ba ako sa inyo or dito lang live?" Kasi
mhm,
'pag sinabi mong, "Doc, punta ka dito sa'min, pupuntahan kita." So ibig sabihin may
mhm,
budget ako at least for some travels, not
mhm,
all the time, but, I can go to Manila or Cebu, like may
mhm,
formal invitations. Yun na lang I mean, I do
mhm,
believe I get some reach kung I'll go to invitations just like this one or mainstream media. Dr. Carl Balita already have a invitation under Manila Times, I'll be there as well. So, and probably a debate, I'll be there as well. So parang basic na lang, Doc Dex, but I'm not gonna ano, I'm not really gonna consume myself na, you know, I'm still a doctor, I'm still gonna practice. And when I go, ganito lang style ko, Doc Dex, ito yung plan. If walang mga invitations just like this na kailangan ng appearance, I'll go to clinic every day because treating patients is the priority. Sila yung may sakit, hindi ko sila iiwan. Then uuwi lang ako ng maaga. Then probably I'll do live around 8 PM to 9 PM or 9 PM to 10 and
Mhm.
answering questions there as well. I'm not gonna talk about politics, but answering healthcare things which I'm an expert of. And that for me is that people will not forget me. And
Mhm,
even not
mhm.
mentioning anything about politics, but at least I'll be visible every day. So that's
Yeah.
the plan.
Yeah, visibility and credibility and reliability, I think, are keys,
Yeah.
for your, candidacy. And then pag-usapan natin na, Doc Richard, ito pong inyong plataporma. Ano po ba yung mga plano ninyo sakaling mapagbigyan kayo ng taong bayan na maupo sa Senado?
Well, one thing is 'di ba health problem talaga natin is somehow not really a priority of the
Mhm.
government. Like getting 90 billion from PhilHealth to be used to other things is
Yeah.
really saying health is not a priority.
Yes.
Another word for priority is we lack priority on primary care. Unlike
Mhm.
other countries, nakapunta ako ng Japan, ang laki ng ospital. Pagpunta ko sa emergency room, sabi ko, "Asan mga pasyente, ma'am?" Sabi ko sa nurse. Sabi niya, well, patients comes here, those are severe already or in seizure or in emergency. But majority are there in the communities, we have primary care there. Ibig sabihin, nalalaman kaagad na may diabetes pala, nalalaman kaagad na high blood pala before mag-stroke. May mga libreng gamot, mura lang pero nakaka-maintenance kaagad sila, hindi sila natatakot magpa-check-up kasi maganda nga ang budget sa primary care. Maganda din ang suweldo ng mga doktor. Tayo palaki ng palaki yung mga ospital natin, puno pa rin ng puno. Kasi it's really the primary, yung hindi pa severe, lagyan natin ng budget yun. Kulang tayo sa budget on the first hand of treating or discovery of the disease. Parati tayo sa end part. Okay yung lumaki yung hospital pero kulang talaga tayo sa first approach, yung unang sakit pa lang, kulang tayo dun. We need to prioritize that and w all we could do bills for that or we could push DOH for that or we could ask budget for that. Imagine mo, Doc Dex, 90 billion kinuha pero may 500 billion pa pala tayo na naiwan sa PhilHealth na hindi ginagamit. Meron naman tayong 500 billion for next year's ayuda. I mean, para saan yung ayuda? Wala namang sakit yung bibigyan mo. Hindi naman masasaktan ang mga tao kung hindi mo sila bigyan ng ayuda basta sabihan mo lang pero kung nagkasakit kayo libre kayo, pero wag na kayong magtampo, magtrabaho na lang kayo para sa budget niyo. Wala kaming ibibigayng ayuda sa inyo. Pero kung magsakit kayo, yung ayuda nandun na, ready na. May gamot na kayo, may pang-fasting blood sugar na kayo, may pang-laboratory kayo. Mismanage saan nalalagay? Just for their names. So, that's one and then being a pediatrician, basically nasa pangbata talaga yung aking concern.
Mhm.
Autism, delayed 3 years before ma-finalize,
Mhm.
walang libreng therapy, walang compensation para sa mga parents na may autism. Yung dengue, it's been my advocacy ever since. Meron akong actually manual na ginawa for World Health Organization. Natapos na namin ng World Health, pinasa na namin sa DOH, nakatenga na naman, that is pre-pandemic. It
Mhm.
was a teamwork between me together with the World Health people and sa Thailand, ano po 'yan, suggestions ng Thailand, may manual pong gano'n. Now,
Mhm.
doesn't need to make a bill of that, but kung if you're a senator, you could push that para talagang ma-push na and lessens the number of deaths. And other diseases like, pertussis, walang Tdap ang mga mothers, walang libreng Tdap vaccine, ang mga other countries may libre naman. delayed ang mga vaccination natin. Even yung K-12 natatamaan ng mga bata, bakit may K-12 na wala naman trabaho, tamaan na naman ang mga bata. Well, it's there already but kung hindi talaga matanggal yan, tanggalan natin ang subjects ng college, hindi mo natin puwedeng gawin yun. So, basically, everything about health, everything about kids, and I'll gonna focus on my specialty kasi sa dami ng problema ng bansa, kung walang nagfo-focus sa bata, nakakalimutan talaga sila. So, I'm gonna focus on the kids.
And then, Doc, you actually mentioned or you alluded to the primary care or the Universal Healthcare Act. Meron tayo nito, ito yung Republic Act 11223 if I'm not mistaken. And then with the Medical Act of the Philippines, ano sa tingin ninyo yung hindi maayos na laman nitong Universal Healthcare Act and how can we improve in it in terms of its implementation? Kasi kung napansin niyo sa Japan, ganyan. Dito sa Pilipinas, I know, meron lang mga pinapilot pa sa ngayon, eh. And what do you think are the lapses with this, Universal Healthcare Act? Halimbawa sa mga e-konsulta, mga ganyan na nagsisimula kasi. Nagsisimula na ngayon yung Universal Healthcare Act, I think with that. Ano sa tingin ninyo yung pupuwede pa nating i-improve dito?
Well, it's really, an obvious reason, or an explanation that health really needs a big bulk of budget. Dahil naman kung ang tao ay may sakit, hindi din aasenso ang bansa. So yung alanganing pagpasok ng budget, hindi mo na-implement ang lahat. Number two, I'm a private practitioner and I have a big question on anong mangyayari sa akin being private physician. We have to think of them as well. Dapat hindi threat ito. Dapat advantage pa rin ito not only for the rest but even for the private sector. Hindi sila yung mawawalan na kayo ng pasyente. No, we have to touch all of them na hindi sila walang maaalanganin. At the bottom line pa rin diyan, it's still the budget. Kasi kung alanganin yung budget, hindi mo mabigay ang lahat ng tulong sa lahat ng sectors. Ang ending, kokonti lang ang matutulungan and then konti lang ang budget per head, per year. So, hindi siya talagang uusbong ng mabuti. And to say ang ending kasi wala kasi tayong budget for that. Well, based on this year or last year's issues, may budget talaga. Kahit saan lang napupunta, 'no?
Mhm,
Merong nagbigay ng ayuda dito sa Davao City for one day, 1.2 billion.
mhm,
Binigyan ng mga taong tamad, binigyan sila ng yung mga taong walang trabaho, kinuha yung taxes ng mga nagtatrabaho para bigyan sila. I mean, if you could just place that 1.2 billion for health and then the future 500 billion for health, ilagay mo sila lahat. Wag na nating i-contest yun na marami pa kasi tayong dapat gastuhan. I mean, you have to solve health first. We
mhm.
have to solve health first. Kung kailangan trilyon, trilyon ang ilagay natin. So we have to push health talaga. Talagang kung wala, it's, hanggang salita lang ang UHC if without a budget, then you cannot yun hindi mo puwedeng iasa sa tao lahat. Like yung kanilang PhilHealth contribution, taasan ng taasan para mabayaran yung mga hindi nagbabayad ng PhilHealth. Kawawa din naman yung nagbabayad, sila lang yung pinapataasan. We have to, analyze the budget. Kaya lang biggest problem there is actually corruption. Corruption and election, meaning they need to be corrupt so that they can be elected and they need to spend billions para maging mabango sila sa mga tao and that's very sad and I'm not saying, mo pala ang corruption, Doc Mata. Hindi ko maso-solve ang corruption. But if I will be an inspiration na puwede palang manalong walang gasto, then a person like Doc Dex, a person like teachers na 5 million followers, I could see them, 5 million, 3 million followers, mga engineers, mga lawyers. What if magtakbuhan kayo next time kasi na-inspire kayo? At the end of it all, mawawala na itong korap kasi ang mindset ng mga Pilipino, 'Pag may nakita kayong malaking billboard, red flag 'yan. 'Pag nakita niyo sila sa TV ads, red flag 'yan. 'Pag nagbigay ng ayuda, red flag 'yan. Dito na lang tayo sa content creator, walang gasto 'to. 'Pag nanalo 'to sila, they will focus on solving problems, hindi yung kukuha sila ng pera para sila makagawa na naman ng billboard, makabayad na naman sa
Mhm.
TV, pangpaayuda na naman. So we
Mhm.
need people to win without spending. And the solution there is social media. Kung tayo
Mhm.
ay ganito nakita ko sa Doc Dex, 'pag mataas tayo sa survey ng social media, which happened to Duterte,
Mhm.
mataas siya sa social media, mababa siya sa SWS when he started. But social media, the word is influence.
Mhm.
Eventually 'pag nakikita ng tao, like for example, ikaw Doc Tex tumakbo ka, inalagay ka sa survey, siyempre ise-share natin sa sarili nating page.
Aha. Aha.
Siyempre yung mga followers natin, "Uy, boto natin 'yan, follower tayo nito,
Mhm.
eh." So may laban
Liyamado na
tayo,
pala, eh.
sa social media.
Aha.
Sabihin mo,
Mhm.
"Doc, hindi man official yang social media." Yes, but if we will always be seen by people
Mhm.
na nasa taas ka sa social media votations, that will influence them because ito yung thinking people. Ang mga people ng netizens, these are thinking people. Pero yung nakikita mo ngayon sa SWS, yung nakikita mo ngayon sa survey, that's real, that's true. Pero ito yung mga tao kasi nag-ayuda sila dun, eh, siyempre automatic. Sila
Yeah.
yung siyempre na-attract sila sa artista, dumating sa baryo
Mhm.
nila.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's true, that's true. Kung walang social media, that's obvious, yan talaga ang panalo. Sino yung nakikita niyo ngayon sa
Mhm.
SWS? Sila talaga ang magiging next leaders ninyo. But social media will influence. Yan ang nakita ko kay PRRD a month before SWS shifted kasi nga na-influence ang tao sa nakikita nila sa social media and eventually he won. So, hindi ko minamaliit ang social media. So, I'll just start on that I could be one of the top 12 on social media surveys. That's just my first dream. And of course ngayon mas start pa yan but next year pa rin, eh. So,
Yeah. Mhm.
I do believe in social media will influence the masses. Yun po ang aking
Mhm.
paningin.
And on that note, Dr. Mata, we'll just pause for a very short break and we'll be right back.
Enjoy life's natural goodness and celebrate health and wellness with organic acai, Brazil's superfood that is packed with loads of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Take it all in and feel a stronger body. With organic acai, our immune system is our strongest line of defense against viruses and infections. Fortify it with a healthy lifestyle and the most reliable superfood, organic acai. It's not just a drink, it's a lifestyle.
Okay, and we're back here on Doctor's Notes, the podcast. Still with us, senatorial aspirant Dr. Richard Mata. Dr. Richard, napag-usapan natin kanina about the universal healthcare, your plans for the coming elections. And then gusto ko lang idagdag, no. I went to UK last October. October last year, 2023. And then doon din kasi nakita ko yung tungkol doon sa primary healthcare nila. I think ang ginagawa nila dun, it's incentivized, eh. If people don't get sick, if people are actually reversing their diseases, or if people are actually reducing their costs to medications, mas incentivized yung mga doktor.
Ang
Kaya
ganda, ang
mas,
ganda.
mas okay din yung trabaho nila dun o mas okay, eh. Halimbawa, nade-detect nila na, uy, diabetico na yung pasyente and then nakokontrol yung diabetes, nakokontrol yung hypertension. So,
Yun,
mas umuunti yung gastos ng gobyerno sa mga pasyente, mas incentivized din yung mga doktor and they're actually using the services not
ang
only of the
ganda.
public doctors but also the private ones. Kaya, salamat dun sa sinabi ninyo kanina na yung mga doktor na
Yes,
private dapat hindi mag-alala kasi nagiging threat nga sa ngayon, eh. Naalala ko nga Dok last week lang, nakita daw ng isang healthcare worker ng local government unit namin yung pangalan ko sa primary care. Pero dinisregard nila kasi nasa private ako. Ang tanong ko, bakit gano'n? Bakit kapagka nasa private ako hindi na ba ako madedikhan dapat ng pasyente? Eh, ako nga ay certified primary care family physician. So
we have to
so
solve
where
that
is that
talaga.
line that
That
we have to
that
take a look at?
we are standing on
Mhm.
the position na private doctor talaga ako. So, So the private doctor should not be afraid,
Mhm.
being na they should be represented very well kasi nga private physician tayo.
Mhm.
But, yeah, and you're saying na yung sa UK, I mean, like, "Ano ang plans mo, doc?" Yung mga tanong gano'n. Actually, the plans andiyan na, nagawa na ng ibang countries, eh. So ang gagawin na lang natin is really to fully adapt what really work on other countries. So hindi ito yung, mag-isip tayo ano talaga ang I mean, ginawa na ng iba, eh. So marami na tayong benchmark. We just need to follow what really works and what is really applicable. Yeah, we need to be really clearly also on applicable ba. Like yung pagpasok ng K-12, I agree with K-12 pero pagpasok niya parang hindi alanganin yung pasok. Wala pang makukuhang trabaho yung nagke-K-12. Tama yung i-adapt mo pero dapat ibagay mo, gano'n din ang ating gawin. Anong capabilities natin pero anong nag-work sa kanila then i-blend natin and, we have a solution because hindi ito yung genius ko ang tinatanong, eh, the genius of the world. Maraming naka-solve niyan. We just need to follow.
Mhm. And then, Doc Richard, aside from healthcare, what other causes do you want to champion in the Senate?
Well, meaning I have to be where I'm good at. So, it's really health for
Mhm.
me. It's really health for me. So, I cannot really promise
Mhm.
on, the West Philippine Sea, not my forte. But, I'll have
Mhm.
advisors, good advisors as
Mhm.
well. But my concern is still the people, what is for the betterment of the country, gano'n po. So meaning, I'm not a jack of all trades,
Mhm.
I'm just a specialist for kids' health,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna focus
Mhm.
on that. But other than that, I'll have advisors as well, especially lawyers as well. But, meaning either child health or general health, basta health talaga yung focus ko. Other than that, I'll have advisors as well.
And I appreciate that, coming from
Yeah,
you, na alam ninyo na hindi ninyo alam lahat, 'no? Kasi merong iba na sinasabi, "Hindi, ito
yeah,
yan, may sagot for everything, eh." And I appreciate that from you, coming from you na, "Oh, no, I'm
yeah.
from health and then I'll have advisors," which is good. Kasi
Hindi mo naman
sa katotohanan naman talaga hindi naman natin talaga
hindi mo
wala
kaya
naman
lahat,
yata talagang tao kaya lahat, eh, 'di ba? Mhm. Yan, sige Doc,
mm.
let's veer away muna onte from politics. Let's talk about you, with your personal life. Have you always wanted to become a doctor?
Yes,
Mhm. And
um,
why?
yung, when kahit yung kinder ko na yearbook,
Mhm.
nakalagay talaga dun, eh, wrong grammar pa, eh, "I want to be doctor." Wala pang "a." 'Di ba
Mhm.
yung writing mo Doc Dex, yun yung nilalagay
Yeah.
nila, kung di naman lang
Yes.
kinorek nung teacher na kulang ng "I want to be a," nilagay nilang "I want to be doctor." Because I don't know, medyo masakitin ako nung bata ako. So, I'm
Mhm.
always brought to the top pediatrician in Davao City, which is the late Doctor Honorio de la Cruz. Nakapila ako diyan, 50 patients 'yan.
Mhm.
And then sasabihin ng mother ko, "Oh, paglaki mo mag-pediatrician ka. Kasi bilangin mo 'yan lahat, oh, bilangin mo 'yan lahat, oh. O bayad tayo ngayon ng ₱50, oh, ilan yung income niya?" Gano'n mga
Mm,
parents kasi
mm,
talaga,
mm,
no?
mm. Yes, yes,
And,
yes.
honestly, we were always financially struggling all the time.
Mhm.
So, somehow parang maganda pala 'to tapos yun lang naman pala gawin ni Doc, eh, gano'n-gano'n lang, eh, tak, 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 gano'n-gano'n, eh, 'no?
Uh-huh.
It started that way, but, because of
Mhm.
that, ba, pangit pa yung writing ko, so nung sinabi, "Magiging
Mhm.
doktor ka talaga, pangit yung writing mo, eh," 'no, parang gano'n. But nasa
Yeah.
puso talaga. So, wala na akong
Mhm.
naiisip na iba. There was a time that although my grandfather was a lawyer and I told my dad na, "Parang gusto ko rin magang abogado, dad." Kasi I love watching movies na may lawyers, how they solve ganyan. I love political movies or lawyer movies. Eh, sabi nung daddy ko, "Wag ka na mag-ano, wag ka na mag-ano, lolo mo nag-lawyer naman siya pero nagnegosyo pa man din.
Uh-huh.
Doktor ka na lang." Gano'n. So, my
Mhm.
parents really have a voice on that, but hindi ako pinilit.
Yeah.
I was
Mhm.
guided and at the end of it all, nung med ako yung dean namin yun pa rin yung aking doktor na pedya, sa din yung
Hmm,
dean, a
mhm.
good friend also of my parents. So, I'm so
Mhm.
proud na kaibigan ko siya habang lumalaki. So, it started that way. So, I'm really very, very happy of my practice as a pediatrician. And, I love kids. So, doon na
Mhm.
nag-combine ang lahat. So, yes.
And it shows with your content, Doc, eh, 'no?
Yes.
Naalala ko si Junjun parati, eh.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mhm.
really actually when I grew up, ngayon ko lang na-realize I really had a very happy childhood. Kasi sometimes nung bata ka, you think na hindi ka talaga siguro masaya, ganyan, ganyan. Pero ngayon na-realize ko talaga ang layo ko pala sa ibang mga bata, lalo na yung mga bata na sa mga subdivision, wala silang makalaro sa labas. Ako kasi nasa kalsada ako, eh. So, every summer iba na naman yung uso, either kites, yo-yo, or yung top and or Holland, et cetera. I mean, I'm always there. And then palaki ako nagba-bicycle ako. I mean, masyadong active yung aking childhood. I could even say na mas masaya pa ako sa mga childhood ng anak ko kasi siyempre yung mga anak natin ngayon ano na, eh, you know, cellphone. Kaya pinu-push namin sila na mag-sports, eh, mag-sports kasi kung hindi mahuhulog lang sila sa gadgets, eh. But when we were young, aside na nasa streets talaga ako, ang daming bata, enjoy ako. So, I do believe that shaped me as well na na maganda kasi yung childhood ko, masaya. Although we had a lot of struggles financially, pero yung
Mhm.
enjoyment kasi hindi naman gagasto ka kung lalaro ka lang ng Holland, eh. Lalo pa
Yeah.
na rubber band, nanalo ka sa rubber band, ang saya-saya, sikat ka na, eh, 'no?
Mhm.
Yung
Mm,
bike ko
mhm.
napapawili ko yan from kanto to kanto. So,
Uh-huh.
masaya ako yung childhood ko, and it helps me as well. Like itong mga skits ko, these are, me. Junjun is
Hmm.
me when I was young, gano'n lang. So
Uh-huh.
yes, I'm happy
Mhm.
with my practice as a pediatrician.
Mhm. And then with all these, Doc, 'no, kasi, I know you are very much into health ng mga bata ninyo. And then sa inyo, sa sarili ninyo, what is one valuable health lesson that you would like to apply in your own life or you are applying in your own life?
Health lesson? Well, when you say applying really, it's my wife who is an expert on applying health.
Mhm,
I mean, she's really good in her
mhm,
diet, she's really good
mhm.
in her exercise,
Uh-huh.
and I listen to her. So
Mhm,
so when I grew up, I'm not, my family is not really that, disciplined in eating. And we just eat
mhm,
whatever it is, no, on the table, not really strictly vegetables only, ganon. So it's a hard habit to break. But I wish that I could have been more disciplined in eating. Then my wife came, and then she's really disciplined. And no soft drinks. There's no soft drinks at home, and almost no pork at home. Occasional, just for me and my son, but all of my girls, fish and vegetables lang sila. No beef din
mhm,
sila. So they're inspiration. They're an
mhm.
inspiration to me. So what I'm applying now is what she is training me. So my wife
Mhm,
is really the better half. She
mhm,
actually looks younger than her age. So it's because, of course, of the appetite, of the diet that she is doing and the daily exercise that she's doing. So it's more on that lifestyle approach. And I'm not saying that it's perfect.
Yeah, so it's more of vegetables, more of, fish, kinakain
Yes,
na lang.
and limit your rice as well.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, and I think that's parang pinggang Pinoy pa din yun, eh, 'di ba?
Yeah,
Mas
yeah,
maraming
yeah.
gulay,
Basically,
'no, nandudun pa rin yung konting kanin,
yes,
nandun yung ulam mo, and I think as a nutritionist, that's actually, kung ano yung dapat talaga yung kinakain ng mga tao, 'no?
yes. That's the
Moderation pa rin nariyang.
even my wife, kahit ano siya,
Mhm,
she's really, strict. She still eat rice. So, hindi siya
mhm,
yung, "Wala ng rice tayo dapat." Hindi, may rice pa rin.
mhm,
But,
mhm.
everything in the minimum,
In moderation.
moderation.
Yeah, minimal and moderation. And then, ikaw, Doc, bukod dun sa wife mo nariyan sa tabi ninyo, how do you really keep yourself healthy despite your busy schedule? Lalo ngayon, 'no? So, definitely kahit papaano magsisimula na rin yung campaign period, in the next few months, and then, dami pa rin, 'no, nagko-consult,
Yes,
gumagawa ng content.
yes.
How do you keep yourself healthy despite your busy schedule?
Well, at the end of it all, it's still time management and
Mhm.
you should give a good rest. Sleep, yun talaga importante sa akin. So, actually my patients understands that I'm not that early in the clinic. I really sleep and, kasi yung iba, I mean, how I wish that I am already in the clinic or I've done my rounds by 8 o'clock, that I've started making rounds at 5 o'clock. That's
Uh-huh.
the dream that always in my brain but never happened
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
I'm still
Lahat naman
active.
yata tayo, sir.
Oo. So,
Uh-huh.
and partly I'm a night owl, and meaning it's
Mhm.
when it's night that my brain functions even further, and I love editing, video
Mhm.
editing. So sometimes nagagawa ko lahat ng editing ko sa gabi, but then I need to give myself a good rest talaga. So rest is very, very important. And then walking is also very important. We walk around the village and basically yun namang nagra-rounds tayo is still walking and, sometimes you park your car far away from the place that you go as long as it's still safe para lang maka-walk ka pa rin. So I'm not the kind of, super athlete kinda guy, but I still believe on basic exercise, especially walking.
Mhm. And as a family man, sir, how are you as a husband and as a father? Strict ka ba? Are you authoritarian? And then, what is your parenting style?
Well, no, I'm not strict.
Mhm.
We really practice grace in our family.
Mhm.
Meaning, if my kids know that we love them so much, the tendency is that they will respect us all the more.
Uh-huh.
Um, we are in competition actually with their other friends who accepts them as they are. So kung mas feel ng anak mo na accepted talaga siya sa barkada niya, they will listen to their friends. Kung pina-fulfill mong hindi mo sila accepted because you correct them every day, every day, every day, every day, oo lang yan but they will not listen to you because you don't accept them and you don't even know who they are. So, yun ang aming aim ng wife ko that in all the places, here at home, you are most accepted and we understand who you are. We don't just immediately correct them. Like sometimes, mga salita nila medyo nasa-slide, we don't, condemn immediately. Sige na lang, okay na lang. Kasi gano'n naman din sila sa barkada nila. Hindi naman sila pinapagalitan sa barkada nila bigla, na-slide lang yung dila nila. But eventually, hindi naman sila all the time na gano'n. And they're at home with us. So, yun ang aming aim. And then, hindi kami nagpa-practice talaga ng spanking, but we correct. 'Pag may mali talagang dinadala ni misis to a separate room, dun papagalitan. Separate because hindi namin pinapagalitan on public kasi siyempre mapapahiya yun, even mga babies pa sila. And we do face the wall nung they were young rather than spanking. Para alam nila na may mali sila. So, eventually, I do believe they grew up well and then but
Mhm.
bottom line we input Christ, we input the word so they would
Mhm.
have that good foundation. So, at the
Mhm.
end of it all, it's not just you, guiding them but you are in partnership with God. So, gano'n po yung
Mhm.
aming parenting style.
And then, I'm learning, Doc Richard, I'm
Okay.
learning. I'm still a bachelor and, I'm planning to marry soon. And then, gusto ko lang din malaman mula sa inyo, as a friend, 'no, to me din and as a mentor to me as well. What is your style as a husband? How do you, maintain that peace that we
Mm.
always see sa inyo ni misis?
Well, when we were started, Doc Dex, and you might discover
Mhm.
this when you
Mhm.
start, it's not really true that the honeymoon stage is the first 2 years.
Uh-huh.
It's the adjustment stage because you are
Uh-huh.
two different people who grew up in the different places who have different values and traditions na kailangan kayong
Mhm.
magsabay. So there will be a lot of conflicts. So, maraming issues may fights yun. But then I realized
Mhm.
being a doctor, alam naman natin Doc Dex, na actually yung bang alam natin sa brain natin it took 2 years for me to put it in my heart. Ano 'yun? Alam ko na ang babae dahil nagcha-change ang estrogen and progesterone nila every month, yung cycle ng kanilang menstruation then to ovulation, pabalik-balik 'yan, it affects their emotions that even they themselves cannot understand how they feel. Kung hindi mo naintindihan, which hindi ko naintindihan before, lalo na nung nanganak siya, mas mataas yun because there's that depression that is postpartum. Although I know that here, hindi ko na-apply. Magba-badminton lang ako. Sabi niya, "Bakit ako aalis?" Sabi ko, "Magba-badminton lang nga, meron nga." She wants me to stay. Nainis ako,
Mhm.
bakit? I mean, "Are you doubting me or anything?" Ganyan-ganyan, na masyado akong nagre-react, grabe na yung away
Hmm.
ko namin, badminton lang naman yung topic kasi bakit siya galit, gano'n. But then now
Uh-huh.
I realized na that was a postpartum
Uh-huh.
depression, that was cycle. Now if may gano'n siyang event, tahimik ka na lang. Then I really
Hmm.
understood na that's why we are called gentleman.
Mhm.
Because when they are on that cycle, you need to be gentle. Kasi kung
Hmm.
babanggaan mo, para kang babae din, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Nagbanggaan kayong dalawa. You cannot even
Mhm.
say to a woman na yang ano mo, yang hormones mo, wag mo nang pansinin yan, yang ano mo,
Mhm.
cycle mo, wag ka ng OA. You cannot say that
Mhm.
to a woman. Only a woman can tell that to a woman. Kasi alam nung babae ano ang feeling na nagho-hormonal. Ang lalaki iba,
Mhm.
hindi naman gano'n ang ating cycle, wala naman tayong
Mhm.
monthly changes. So when I understood that, you just need to be silent, then kung gusto niyang magalit, then it's okay. So, nag-lessen talaga, Doc Dex, yung fights
Mhm.
namin, and then she felt very comfortable. If she wants to get
Uh-huh.
mad, it's okay. Pero hindi siya
Mhm.
nadja-judge, naintindihan niya din.
Mhm.
After that, okey na. Wag mong gantihan, wag mong alisan, wag mong sabihang
Mhm.
sumusobra na yang bibig mo, ganyan. Gano'n yung natural ang lalaki
Uh-huh.
kasi nahu-hurt tayo, eh.
Yeah.
Because we have
Mhm,
an
mhm.
ego. Yun ang problema
Mhm.
ng dalawa, eh, 'no? Tayo may ego because that's a man problem. Ang babae naman dahil sa hormonal changes. Dahil sa hormonal changes nila, yung bibig nila ang daming sinasabi. Umiinit ang ulo, natatamaan yung ego mo, eh. So you need to, ikaw naman yung in control of your emotions because hindi ka naman masyado carried away by your hormonal changes. You need just to be gentle. And for me, that really worked, and that's what we are teaching people as well, sharing to others as well. And maraming nagpapasalamat, and that's why advice to you, at least for a start,
Mhm. Yeah.
puwede mo nang hindi daanan yung aking years na nag-away-away kami pointless. Actually,
Uh-huh.
maraming separation, I could really say, dahil hindi lang 'to nila alam. Kasi
Mhm.
siyempre ayoko ng asawa ko, weird yung asawa ko, tapos may iba pa siya, yung kabit niya weird din pala. Gano'n lang, babae yung pinalit mo,
Uh-huh,
lalaki
uh-huh.
na lang ipalit mo para
Uh-huh. And then so this goes on every month?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's a cycle, it's a cycle that,
Mhm.
siyempre iba yung hormones, iba din yung real
Mhm.
problems. Nag-a-add on yun,
Mhm.
nag-a-add on yung
Yeah.
dalawa.
Oo.
Tayo nga wala tayong masyadong hormonal roller coaster, but we are
Mhm.
affected by daily problems, daily
Mhm.
challenges.
Ay, what
Ipa-explain
more
mo sa
sila?
kanila kasi they
Uh-huh.
still know those challenges, especially when you're starting, yan ang kailangan mo
Mhm,
ng
mhm.
madaming funds, kulang tayo, short pa tayo,
Mhm, mhm.
nandiyan pa yung in-laws, nandiyan pa ang ano, gano'n, ang dami. So, plus dagdagan mo pa ng hormones. Hormones kasi ganito, iiyak sila bigla, tapos tanungin mo, "Bakit ka umiyak?" "Hindi ko alam."
Mhm,
Isipin mo, iiyak ka nga hindi pa
mhm.
nila alam.
Mhm,
Ibig
mhm.
sabihin the hormones itself causes depression, causes, a
Uh-huh.
part of psychosis na parang, "Ano bang nararamdaman ko, hindi ko alam." Gano'n. So,
Mhm.
akala nila yung problem talaga yung main issue, pero hindi nila na-realize na lumala nga dahil nga meron pa silang additional na hormonal. So, you need to be gentle on that. You need to be gentle. 'Pag na-achieve natin yun, nakikita mo, Doc Dex, a lot of successful marriages. Na-observe ka ng mga 60, 70 years old, yung lalaki parang under, but they are happy. Sabi ko, kasi 'pag ang ano kasi, ang yung word na under, it's wrong, eh. 'Di ba 'pag nanliligaw ka, Doc Dex, "Han, bilhan mo ko siopaw." "Ha, sige." Hanap agad
Yeah,
siopaw,
yeah,
'di
yeah,
ba?
yeah, yeah.
Parang under ka.
Mhm.
Hindi, kasi nanliligaw
Uh-huh.
ka, eh. Pero do'n yung
Mm.
sweet ka kasi parang under ka.
Mhm.
Pero sa babae hindi man naman yan na fini-feel na, I'm the boss. Hindi, no,
Uh-huh.
naano lang siya na you're sweet, you are serving me. Pero alam naman niya talaga na ikaw ang head. Pero
Mhm.
for the woman, that's really sweet.
Mhm.
Nagcha-change ang relationship kasi nakinig ka sa nagsasabing, para ka namang under Disaya, para ka namang takot sa asawa." Anong nangyayari sa kinig gano'n? Nagiging matapang ang mga lalaki. Sinasaktan ang mga misis or sinisigawan sa harap ng mga tao, just to show na, hindi ako under,
Mhm.
matapang
Mhm.
ako." Pero anong
Mhm.
nangyayari sa relationship nila? Sad na ang babae, hindi na sila sweet. Pero yung
Mhm.
mga parang, para ka nangliligaw forever, nakikita ko 60 to 70 years old,
Mhm.
they are still sweet. So ibig sabihin, the word under desire is not true. Gano'n
Mhm.
lang talaga, if you love, alam naman niya ikaw ang head of the family, eh, but that's just
Mhm.
you being sweet. Like Obama.
Mhm.
May post akong ganyan, head na ng US, pero nung may katabi si Obamang babae na kachika niya, the next picture yung si ano na, Michelle Obama ng katabi nung
Crucial,
babae, so
yeah.
si Obama tahimik na. 'Di ba? Parang di
Uh-huh.
ginitnaan ni Michelle Obama.
Uh-huh.
So it's a sign na, uy, under, takot. No, no, he's not takot, he is sweet to Michelle.
Mhm. Mhm.
Forever 'yan dapat. 'Yun ang mali ng
Mhm.
iba because they want to show na, "Hindi ako under sa asawa ko, ha. Maghintay ka diyan, hindi pa ako uuwi." Mga gano'n. Wala na, sinira mo na yung sweetness mo. And then may makita kang ibang babae, tapos do'n ka parang paserbisyo-serbisyo ka, do'n ka na magsabi, "Hala, ang sarap pa rin itong ibang babae, oh." Eh, kasi binago mo yung treatment mo sa misis, tapos do'n sa ibang babae para ka namang pa-sweet-sweet na parang ikaw na yung
Oo.
under.
Gano'n na din.
Gano'n din ang
Mhm.
ending. So, it
Mhm.
destroys kasi nawawala yung excitement,
Mhm.
tinanggal niyo,
Mhm.
eh. So,
Mhm.
let it those who are under and, takosa, I always say those are words invented by the devil kasi
Mhm.
para
Mhm.
masira yung family because the devil really
Oo.
wants to destroy families. Gano'n lang, may
Mhm.
nagsabi sa'yo,
Mhm.
"Uy, Doc Mata, takosa ka ata, eh." "Hindi, ah." Oh, ayun magsabi
Mhm.
sa'kin ngayon, "Takosa ka ata, eh, under ka." Ano, so what? 'Di ba? So what,
Mhm.
yung paningin niyo,
Mhm.
wala akong problema sa iniisip niyo, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Gano'n dapat.
Mhm. And then ang daming issues na rin siguro Doc nung napaglagpasan ninyo and, another issue na din siguro, in the next coming months would be issues from politics. And for our final question, let's pivot back lang ng onti to the politics side. How does Dr. Richard Mata differ from other traditional politicians?
Well, mahirap naman magyabang na talagang iba ka,
Uh-huh.
'no, but, um, I'm coming in to give the chance of hope to flourish. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Aside from health, andiyan naman in-explain ko naman yung health. The Philippines is really going down if this will not stop. Bibigyan mo ng pera ang mga tao, ayuda, 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 tapos ikaw pa rin ang bobotohin, tapos kukuha na naman sila, ayuda, 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 sila naman ang bobotohin. I mean, where are we going? Hopeless na, alam naman natin hopeless na ang ganyan. How can we change that? If new leaders will come out from another sector, which is the social media. So, kasi karamihan naman talaga ang malinaw na social media talaga diyan is Doc Willie Ong and me. Yung iba may social media sila pero actually they are already celebrities from the start. Pero hindi talaga sila dumami ang followers based on content. So basically, ang malinaw talaga kung sa Senate, Doc Willie, which is the original, and ito din ang stand ni Doc Willie, "Richard, tatakbo akong walang gasto," and I stay the same. Because kung gagasto ako, Doc Dex, sabihin natin gagasto ako ng 3 million. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna be an inspiration to the teachers na nasa bukid, pero 3 million followers siya. 'Pag
Mhm.
gano'n siya, "Sikat lang ako Dok, pero wala akong 3 million." I'm not gonna
Mhm.
inspire him or her or the other
Mhm.
people. But if napanalo mong hindi ka gumasto talaga, of course meron tayong konting budget for planes, pero meron ding gustong tumulong, pero yung mga tumutulong mga relatives na, "Pahingi na ng ano mo, bank account mo." Sabi ko, mamaya
Mhm.
na." But
Mhm.
basically, I'm not gonna accept anything from business people, only for from relatives na who wants to help as well, parang gano'n lang.
Mhm.
So bottom
Mhm.
line, puwede namang maitutulong din sa ibang tumatakbo na simple lang just to, makapunta ka pa rin sa dapat puntahan kung may interviews, ganyan. I do believe that makes me different. Kung iba kasi manalo o hindi ma-inspire yung the rising sector, itong social media people, eh. Hindi sila ma-inspire if you have a big billboard at nanalo ka, hindi sila ma-inspire, eh. And I'm also coming in under following Doc Willie Ong, although with due respect, siyempre Doc Willie Ong is 17 million followers, but I need to be here as well kasi kung nanalo si Doc Willie tapos 17 million siya, yung 2 million na follower na vlogger, it takes, 15 million pa siguro para ako makaabot sa ganyang level. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
think of running, abutin ko muna ang 17 million.
Oo.
Maabot pa ba tayo diyan sa 17 million? So, but if me on a 2.5 million followers, kung inilagay tayo ni Lord diyan, that would inspire a lot as well kasi ang daming higher than
Mhm.
me pa. And it doesn't mean na 2.5, baka sa 1 million follower puwede na. And that
Mhm.
would be a big crowd that I'm gonna inspire. So, gano'n ang I think I'm on the level of, kasi everybody will have good plans and plataporma, et cetera.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
on this side, 'pag nanalo ako, I'm also gonna bring in other content creators, gonna share them how it work if, for me 'no. But then again, even if I don't win, how many votes will I get? That's a big question. Kung malaki din yung vote ko, hindi lang ako nanalo, for example, I'll get 8 million votes or 7 million votes. That is still an inspiration.
Mhm. Yes.
Ibig sabihin may laban pala talaga.
Uh-huh.
'Di ba? Even if I lose, how many votes will I get? And I do believe it will
Mhm.
still be an inspiration. So,
Mhm.
I want to give hope. Gusto kong makaisip pa rin ang tao na, oo nga 'no, may pag-asa pala ang Pilipinas 'no, kung eventually in the future mawawalan na itong mga trapo kasi ang pinagboboto na lang natin mga matitinong social media,
Mhm.
o 'di may pag-asa pa ang bansa, di
Mhm.
nag-lessen ang korapsyon kasi hindi na tinatangkilik yung mga nag-aayuda tsaka yung mga nagpo-post na ng billboards and TV na tigmi-milyon. Kasi yan yung kanilang that's a cycle, a vicious cycle and an ugly cycle na we are doomed kung hindi talaga walang new sector na lalabas. And let's face it, tayo yun Doc Dex, tayong mga vloggers ngayon, we are the next, kasi parang artista na tayo, eh. Kaya nananalo ang mga artista kasi there's a recall on their name,
Uh-huh.
kilala na
Yeah.
nila, eh. Kaya sila
Mhm.
madaling manalo, but gano'n ang nangyayari na rin sa atin. Although hindi tayo gano'n kasikat, but if people will believe in us, imagine if my 2.5 million followers, I'm not asking them to vote for me, I'm asking
Mhm.
them to help me. Kung makakuha sila ng 10 isa-isa, ilang votes 'yun? So,
Mhm.
that is a possibility and
Mhm.
I want to see that what happens in elections. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna present that. Win or lose, I'm gonna present it because, sometimes hindi ka pa nananalo but there are lessons and there's still hope.
Mhm.
Kasi
Mhm.
mabibili pa rin sila kasi marami pa ring bumoto, wala naman 'tong mga billboard, ah.
Mhm.
I want to be
Mhm.
that different.
Mhm.
'Yan ang aking main. Although I have of course a lot of things to say, but I think yun na lang muna.
Mhm. And then on that note, thank you very much for this conversation, Dr. Richard Mata. Ang dami ko natutunan personally and of course, with your journey dito at sa journey na tatahakin ninyo, huwag kayong mag-alala, I'll be with you in this endeavor. And we really wish you well, Dr. Richard.
Thank you, Doc
Mhm.
Dex. See you hopefully within these few months,
Yes.
in
Opo.
Manila.
See you, Dr. Richard. Mhm. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And then maraming salamat po at that's all the time that we have for you with you on the show. At magkita po tayo sa mga susunod na araw. Alright, time to answer your questions here on Ask Doc Dex. Una, mula kay Miss Twin Pack. Hi Doc, can I ask, maaari po bang mag-cause ng ear infection kapag may sipon? Yes, kapag ka po mayroon kayong sipon po, pwede po na kapag ka sobrang pressure dyan, po pwede po pumunta sa tenga, at ito yung tinatawag natin na otitis media. So ito ay ear infection sa loob po o sa doon sa inyong middle ear. So minsan kapag ka nabubutas yung inyong eardrum, pwede pong lumabas sa inyong tenga o papunta dun sa outer ear, yun pong inyong sipon at ito po yung infection na tinatawag natin na acute otitis media. Minsan kapag ka namaga na din po yung labas ng tenga, pwede siyang with externa or acute otitis media with externa. At kapag ka nahirapan na kayong ngumuya o masakit na kapag ka inyong hinahawakan ng inyong tenga, ang labas ng inyong tenga, yung pina, ito po yung tinatawag natin na diffuse type. So ang gamot dito, antibiotiko, binibigay po yan sa inyo ng inyong mga doktor. Minsan, 10 araw no, para mawala talaga yung inyong infection doon. And then again, no, iwasan po ninyo na kalikutin yan, dalhin po ninyo sa inyong doktor para po malinis. Kasi yung mga gamot, kadalasan hindi po gumagana yung mga gamot yan kapag ka mayroon pong infection dyan agad o kapag ka hindi po nalinis yan. So mas mainam na nalilinis po yan ng inyong mga doktor. So again, pwede po, no? So minsan kapag ka nabutas na yung eardrum, ang tanong ay, yan po ba Doc ay bumabalik? Yes po, kapag ka po nawala yung dahilan ng pagkakaroon po ninyo ng butas ng inyong eardrum, pwede po naman na maghilom. Pero minsan kapag ka sobrang matagal na, kapag ka parati po o paulit-ulit or recurrent yung infection, maaari po na hindi nag-heal at kinakailangan operahan. So dyan po papasok ang inyong mga ENT o ang inyong mga ear, nose, and throat doctors. I hope I answered your question kay Miss Twin Pack. No? Miss nga, tama, Miss. And then meron din tayo dito isang question from Zheng Deihan. Doc, wala akong ubo. More than one na, parang may nakabara sa lalamunan ko. Ano to? 1 month, 1 day, 1 week. Parang nakalunok ng candy at minsan may lump pag sobrang lalim ng hinga ko. Parang balon pag hinihipan na medyo lumolobo. Nakapagpa-check up naman ako, wala naman daw po akong goiter. Maaari din kasi ito na kaso ng maraming bagay. No? So best nga na magpa-check up kayo para mabigyan ng diagnosis o pangalan ang inyo po nararamdaman. Pero for me, from the get-go, maybe kung kayo po ay sumasakit din ng sikmura, nagkakaroon po kayo ng acid reflux or may history kayo ng acid reflux, maaari ito na acid-related. Ito yung tinatawag na laryngopharyngeal reflux. So minsan parang wala kang ubo pero parang gusto mo meron kang ilabas na plema na madikit. No? So yan, maaari po kasi na yung acid umaangat dito po sa inyong lalamunan at doon po ay umiirita, no, doon sa inyong pharyngeal area. Yung tinatawag na laryngopharyngeal reflux disease. So pagka ganyan, kadalasan nagbibigay po tayo ng mga gamot na antacids para po mawala yun pong acid na naririyan. And then there's another question here from Grace Pedzara Oxing. Sabi niya, Doc, malalaman din po ba sa blood test kung may hypertension kahit na hindi na EBP? Hindi po. Ang hypertension po ay makikita natin sa inyong blood pressure monitors. So dyan papasok yung inyong ambulatory blood pressure monitoring, 24 hours yan. Maaari din pong pumasok dyan yung inyong BP app mismo. No? So tinitingnan po natin yan. If on 2 occasions tumataas po ang inyong blood pressure, maaari po kayo ma-diagnose ng inyong high blood pressure or ang inyong hypertension. So may stages yan. No? Inaalam yan ng inyong mga doktor para kung ano din ang ibibigay sa inyo ng mga gamot. And then, kinakailangan din po tama ang pag-measure ninyo ng inyong blood pressure. Feet flat on the floor, kinakailangan nakaihina. Rest for around 5 to 15 minutes. Yung inyo pong arm, kailangan po supported siya ng table. Hindi po nakalaylay, hindi po nakadangle sa lap, hindi po nakasupport ng kung ano man. And then, ang nakasupport lang talaga dapat dyan ay ang inyong lamesa. And then, your cuff should be placed here at the level of your heart. And then, huwag kayo magsasalita habang kinukuha ang inyong blood pressure. This way, magiging tama po or mas accurate ang inyong blood pressure measurement na makukuha sa inyong mga blood pressure apparatus. So, hindi po sa blood test nakukuha yon, sa blood pressure monitoring po nakukuha yan. And ayun, that ends our Ask Doc Dex. Maraming salamat po for your questions. This portion is brought to you by Organic California. For more information, visit their website at www.organic.com.ph. So shoutout muna tayo sa ating mga avid listeners, Notski Dagsan from Davao City, Mary Christine Galientes from Caloocan City, and Varon Mukon, who's listening all the way from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And that's it for today's episode. Follow me in my socials, Dr. Dex Makalintal on Facebook, on TikTok, and on YouTube. And on Instagram, it's Dex Makalintal. Follow this podcast on Spotify, rate us 5 stars, and please share this episode to your friends. I also have a medical documentary show on Signal on 1PH. Catch our episodes every Saturday at 11:30 a.m. It's called Doctor Next Door. Again, I am Dr. Dex Makalintal. Till the next episode of Doctor's Notes, the podcast.